All right. Quick flash. You watch the show, you know how it go. 2000s raps or current rap?
2000s.
2000s?
Yeah.
DC movies or Marvel movies?
Whew. Marvel.
DC movie, or no, DC comics or Marvel comics?
I wasn't big in comics, so I'm gonna just say Marvels because I say Marvel movies.
Just say no more.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle or Cat Williams?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa, could I pass? I can't pass.
You can pick both.
I can pick both. Oh yeah, both. Okay,
both.
Yeah.
Rap or R&B?
Ooh. R&B.
R&B.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut or Domino's?
Domino's.
McDonald's or Burger King?
None of them.
He said, "No, have it your way over here, goddammit. No, have it your way over here."
I can't, but I was for none of them.
That's real. Waterwave TV or Motivation to Hustle?
Motivation to Hustle.
That's real. LeBron James or Kobe Bryant? They both behind you.
Both. Both. Rest in peace to the legend, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna leave that as a pass. Take both.
Yeah, both.
All right, man. That's enough of that, man. It's the intro, man. We in the building, man. It's your boy Wayne. My life, not yours. Episode 93. Closing in on 100. You know, y'all know we don't rush them. We just, we make them come with quality. You know what I'm saying? Special guest in the building. First time on the show. We're supposed to do this plenty of times. You know what I mean? The one and only LEWIEE motherfucking Blaze.
Yeah.
What's going on, good brother?
Man, peace, brother. Thanks for having me on the show.
Man,
yeah.
That's crazy, man. This nigga's he's so peaceful since I met this dude. I swear to God, because every time I meet bro, it's like, damn, it's like this nigga's like a guardian angel type figure. This nigga if y'all ever been around LEWIEE, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all gotta see this nigga's energy. This shit's different, man.
Hey, man.
That's why, when you did what you did, I was so surprised that it caught me off guard. So I'm gonna get straight into it. What inspired you to diss everyone like you did? And I loved it for hip hop. I loved it for hip hop. It's a classic Minnesota hip hop moment.
What inspired it was just the culture. You feel me? Like, everybody was talking about who's the best. You feel me? It was like Mount Rushmore is coming out. You feel me? Top 5s, top 10 lists, all of this. And I hardly saw my name.
Yeah.
So that was part of it, right?
Right.
And then I saw a clip that was perfect to use, right, with Lil James, right? It was just, some bait. And then I'm like, I'm not just going to attack him because it's not just about him. Like, it wasn't a personal attack, you feel me?
Right.
I'm going to include everybody. Shout out to 50 Cent. How to Rob is actually one of my favorite songs ever. So, it was also inspired by, that kind of ideology. Like, fuck it, I'm finna go and do a drive-by on every block. You feel me?
Yeah. Innocent bystanders, everybody's going to get it.
Metaphorically speaking. I feel like,
of course.
It was fun. It was just fun for me, in my art, because with hip-hop, there's a competitive, nature to it. And I come from that. I come from competitive nature, from hip-hop and being a sports person. So, yeah.
Oh, man, I hear you on that shit. I hear you on that shit for sure. Cause and it's funny you said 50 Cent How to Rob, man. That's how I know you like a real student. Like I tell myself, I'm a student. I'm not like LeBron James, like that nigga LeBron is. I'm a historian. I'm not a historian, but I'm a student. You know what I mean? I'm still studying because hip hop is still going.
Absolutely.
But for you to say 50 Cent How to Rob, because that was literally the first one of that. And when you did it, that's what it reminded me of. And I never even told you that. And I talked to you about the diss and shit, but I ain't even tell you that. I'm like, that shit is what it reminded me of. So the fact that that's what it was, let's just shout out to hip hop for that. You know what I mean? Shout out to hip hop.
Yeah, shout out to hip hop.
You know what I mean? That shit was dope, man. And even when you did it, the way you did that shit, I was like, this is a calculated thought. I'm like,
man, what's funny? A lot of people don't know, when I made that song, I promise you, the same night, right after I recorded it, I sent it to maybe 80% of the artists that's on that list.
You sent it to them niggas?
I sent it to them the same night. I swear to God. On me, they could vouch. On me, Prince, Juice, No, they all could vouch. I sent it to them.
I think you know what? One person already did vouch that. It was Reefer Ray. I talked to him on the phone, and I think he told me like, yeah, he sent me this shit too. Like I heard you sent it way before though, right?
Yeah.
So you sent it. So you was sitting on it.
Life happened. I would
Yeah.
just say life happened. Some stuff in life happened. I couldn't even like focus on music.
So you was just on break.
Yeah.
And then so basically it was like, you typing the status and shit. And it's like something happens. You got to, okay, I'm going to save this draft. And as soon as you got back to life, you was like, oh!
Yeah.
It was time to, push the red button on niggas real quick.
Yeah.
Because that's what you did, man. I appreciate it. I made a whole review video on it. And, you got, the thing I loved about it, like we bring up 50 again. I'm going to bring up 50 again. Remember Beef, the documentaries?
Yeah, I most definitely watched those too.
The Beef shit definitely was some physical shit, no doubt. But we got music out of all of that shit.
Yeah.
Out of all the beefs, we got music out of it. Classic records right now that y'all don't even know are disses. Like that people don't know. And it's just, I'm gonna do a little list on that y'all didn't know this. This is a diss track, but it's they got to be smooth. Shout out to Jay-Z. But it's just crazy though, bro.
That's funny
like,
because 50 said that's how Jay is. Like he was that nigga just dish you, and you don't nobody even know. But them that's involved.
And somehow today, like they don't like the. Damn, I'm going off, but now that you brought that up, this is what organic conversation is about. To me, it's like like the sub thing. Like how people, this sucker shit don't sub me. It's like, okay, it's about you. The fact that you're telling people that it's about you in your own way, it's like you sub dissing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like in the mob. You ever know, like in the mob, like them dudes will get you drunk, they'll shake hands with you, and they'll murder you right afterwards. Versus like in our community, you can have a dude that had that same thing on his mind, but instead of him playing a role and really trying to get you, he'll let everybody know he has a problem with you publicly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's weird how that shit breaks down. I always thought about that. Mm-hmm. That kind of just brought that to my mind. But no,
Art of War.
Yeah, Art of War. You know what I'm saying?
People got different strategies,
Nah, that was dope. So like from your perspective, man, on a music standpoint alone, did you like what was like, if you had to say what was like a good response, the best response to everybody that you heard at least? What would you say was our most entertaining one you like? Out of everybody responded when you dissed them all.
I had a long time to think about this now. And really my favorite response is Reefer Ray's for sure.
That's funny because that's my favorite one.
Yeah, shout out to the OG, his was hilarious, because he went and got on that motherfucking Warren G and Nate Dogg.
The regulator joint.
Yeah, that regulator joint. And that was hilarious, So, and he an OG, though. You feel me? So, I expected that.
What you mean he an OG?
I expected that.
You expected?
Yeah, I expected that. You feel me? Like, yeah.
Did you make, because you made another song, but didn't y'all make, you made another song after that, too, response into that one, didn't you?
Did I? Yeah, I could have sung.
I think you did. I can't remember.
I think I left it.
You left it at that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I responded to that one.
Yeah. That shit was dope. That shit was very entertaining. Even when his whole intro to Free Larry Hoover, like that shit was just comical. You know what I mean? Shout out to Reefer Ray, man.
No, for sure, and for real, Free Larry Hoover, for real.
So then I asked you who had the best. Who do you think had the worst?
Who had the worst? Man, it was some people. I don't even remember their names, but I listened to their song. I remember listening to their song, and it was horrible. So that's who had the worst.
You gotta have to send me their files. You really don't even know, because there was a lot of people that replied. Like it was a lot of people. That's how I found out who. Shout out to Bird 95. I listened to his, and that shit was the funniest shit to me. That shit was entertaining too.
Yeah, he should have gave me my props though.
He didn't?
In that part one, he didn't give me my props.
He should have.
I commented. I'm like, damn, I can't get a shout out, because he dropped it after I did what I did.
Yeah, I thought that's what it. Yeah,
like,
that's why I connected it to it.
He was like, I was already thinking about doing it, and then put me in part 2. I'm like that. He could have put me in part 1 at least.
So now I want to ask him. So you recorded, because if that's the case, that means he had to record his before yours, and that's why I want to ask him. So you recorded his before yours, because I don't know.
Probably. I know they was playing mine on Dolo Hour too. Like
Yeah, that shit was
dropped, like months before it dropped.
Before you actually dropped
it on Dolo Hour. Yeah, Dolo and them, they had it. It got leaked.
So basically, was it just marketing that made that shit?
You know, it got leaked. That's why when I dropped it, I was like, yeah, you know, they
say like it got leaked, like somebody.
Like, you know, cause I'm the type of person, I'm the type of artist where like I just be sharing my art with the world. You feel me? So
Right.
like I said, I sent it to the artists I mentioned. I sent it to a couple more people.
It was one of the artists that leaked it.
No, I don't think the artist leaked. It was TJ. It was TJ actually. He gave it to Dolo. Then they started spinning it on Dolo Hour.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So some of the artists heard it. You know,
they heard it already.
Yeah.
It's funny how they all replied back, man. That shit was dope, man. I like that shit. Yeah. Shout out to the people that had the worst ones, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So, man, what's up, man? Like, man, you sent me a track the other day, and I mean, now people know about it. You know what I mean? You just on your IG, like, the fucking rollout, the Ludacris rollout, man. That remix, what the fuck? Who made that? How you do that? Why you do that? What's up, man? How you coming, man? That shit is crazy. What's up? Do we gotta keep on tagging Ludacris in that shit?
Absolutely, we gotta keep on tagging Ludacris.
Let's tag Ludacris in that. I'm gonna do my tag right now. I'm gonna do my duties.
No, I'm gonna actually do a real video to that shit. You know, cause that shit is hard. You know, just one night I felt like rapping again, cause I've been making a lot of love songs. You know, and I was like, you know, I feel like rapping tonight. And right. Ludacris is one of my favorite artists. Like, you know, like Ludacris is in my top 10 type shit.
Already?
Yeah. Like I stand on that. Yeah.
So now since you said that, how you feel about Cat Williams and, you know, his comments on Ludacris? Since you say he in top 10, how you feel about that? He said some outlandish things, brother.
Yeah.
It was some outlandish things, brother, man.
I would say I don't know about their business or what they got going on. I saw that verse that he dropped in response.
Nigga replied with a rap.
Yeah. Did Ludacris ever wear a dress? I don't think I saw Ludacris wear a dress or anything like that.
Did you hear what he said about him?
No, I ain't hear what he said about him.
What he specifically said
was... That was a 3-hour... I ain't gonna hold you. That was a 3-hour interview, so...
Bro,
I watched as much as I could.
That shit is longer than Marvel movies.
I be having shit to do, and I'm not even the type to like. I got real bad ADHD. I like to move around. So you
gotta move around.
It's hard for me to sit down in one spot. Like I barely watch TV.
You gotta watch that shit in sections and shit.
I'm trying to watch TV. I'm trying to be normal, you know. Shit.
Nah, man, stay to you, man. Don't let nothing corrupt the art.
I like power. You know, Canaan and all
We're gonna
that
see.
Shit. Yeah,
we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Stay on that note. That's not even on thing. Stay on that note. I'm glad you said that. But going back to what we were just saying.
Yeah.
What were we just talking about? See, I smoke a lot of weed.
We was talking about Cat Williams and Ludacris.
The Cat Williams Ludacris shit. So what he said, Cat Williams said that he was in, his words, me and Ludacris were in an Illuminati meeting, and they told two of us that one of us had to cut off our beard, one of us have to cut our hair, and they'll get $20 million. They'll get $200 million, but they have to be in 20 movies. And then he said, who didn't cut off their hair, who didn't do that, and who's in 10 movies going on.
Now he got 10 more to go.
So basically, the Cat Williams is bullshitting, or he just told us that we about to get 10 more Fast and the Furious movies.
You know, I would say I would like to think of Cat Williams as a real individual. I love Cat Williams, you feel me?
Right.
Like, earlier I just told you both. You feel me?
Over every day. That's crazy.
I love him. But yeah, when it comes to that, like that's between him and Luda.
It be deep with some of these interviews. That's why it'd be hard to me to give a thing. I'm like, what if this nigga's just lying?
Yeah.
I've seen people do interviews and make up shit about me that I never even said. Like, did I say that or did you interpret that? Like, those are two different things. Like,
rumors are crazy.
Rumors are crazy,
I heard
bro.
Some crazy shit about me before. Like,
what's the craziest shit you heard about you, man?
Oh man, you know the craziest one is just the fact that like I was smashing on somebody that I didn't smash on.
Oh, people playing with your name like that?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
See, that's the worst.
Like, damn,
it's probably a dude.
I did what to who?
It probably
fucked up my chance with the little shit that I was, you know.
So it ruined it.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Let's fucking play a hater, man. That
would
break my heart too. It's like.
Time.
It should though, because that's like I didn't even do shit. That's like that face, like I ain't even do shit. And it probably was a guy that did that, because only a bitter dude that either was in that situation or wanted to be, and he thought you was, and he hated on you.
I don't know what be going
We call
on.
him a suicide writer, man. They're crazy.
Yeah, that's back before I was saved, you know.
Shout out to God, man. Great
Yeah,
God.
absolutely.
Man, so I saw something, man. You had your song played at the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Explain that. Like, how'd that happen, man?
Yeah.
Was that like a halftime show, or was that like during the game, or like what was that?
That was during the intro. Shout out to DJ Mad Mardigan.
Okay.
He be playing a lot of different artists' music. You know,
He be holding it down?
He be holding it down for so many different rappers. You know, so this year I've been very inspired by the Timberwolves. Like I love basketball. I grew up hooping for real. Like I could ball.
You
like
kind of tall, nigga.
You know, like
I used
could
to hoop
ball.
too. I probably
like,
bust your ass though.
Not at all.
You don't think so?
Not at all.
Are we gonna have to hoop?
I know
man?
not. I know you.
Oh, he said he know not.
Like, that's great.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Mad Mardigan. It was nothing, but I created the song. I sent it to him, and he played it. You feel me? So every artist that's
You ain't had to pay him or nothing?
Nope. You know.
See, that's a relationship right there, man.
Yeah.
See, yeah. I tell people all the time, man, relationships over money, man. Relationships over clout, man.
Absolutely.
Like, don't ever violate somebody if you got a good relationship with them. You never know what they could do for you just off the strength of you just knowing them, because we live in a day and age now where you got to pay a nigga that you know your whole life just to share something. And I'm like, yo, that nigga, you a whole dick eater. I don't want to even be your friend no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit be crazy. That's that capitalism. You know, can't blame their heart, blame their mind.
Wow. Is that another form of programming that we was just kind of talking about? Capitalism,
absolutely.
Especially in America.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything's for sale, right?
We're people, like, we come together, like, from where we come from, like, naturally, like, who we are.
I agree.
You know, and it is unfortunate, you know, how we be so quick to, you know, either sell ourselves out or, you know, sell stuff to our people. I do feel like relationships is the biggest, like, currency, like, ever. You know, it's really about who you know, who's around you, who's in your space.
It's a fact. Because at the end of the day, I tell people, especially like this is just what the facts, it's always been. People are resources to other people. We are resources for each other.
Absolutely.
That's how it's been. That's how it should always be. If you live in a, you know, socially type world, or, you know, one of those, you know, you always gonna need help. You know, there's always somebody that can do something better than you. There's always somebody that has a little bit more knowledge about something more than you. So it's like the fact that, you know, people don't want to have that normal thing no more. And you know what's fucked up is really based on social media. Remember when we were younger? I remember it was a time like, ooh, shit, he just jumped over that motherfucker. I remember a time where like adults, when they kicked it as friends, they didn't talk about religion or politics. That was like a rule, like in like the early 90s or 90s and like 2000s and shit.
Yeah, you keep that at home.
Yeah, you keep it at home.
Like Malcolm X said in that Ballad of Bullet speech. He said, let's keep our religion and keep our politics at home.
Let's keep it at home. And it seemed like now it's like the total opposite, because I found myself, I stopped being friends with motherfuckers over the shit they were saying about politics and certain things, because it's kind of like social media was the biggest mind trick on us all. Like that shit is the mind controller. Like, you know how like the old cartoons we watch and they be like, niggas be like dizzy and shit, be looking at the joint. nigga, that's TV. That's TV, man. But no, switching notes on that, man. How do you feel about the current Minnesota music scene right now, man? Like currently, like just the rap scene, like the type of rap you're into. Don't want you to comment on shit that you really don't even care about, or you know what I'm saying, like shit that you really are in tune with. What do you? What's your whole thoughts on the whole overall of it?
I love the Minnesota rap scene,
Love
you know, and like I feel like it's an honor to be, you know, born and raised from Minnesota. You feel me? I feel like it's a hell of a torch to carry. You know, because with rap, you know, I view myself as an artist too. So like in the whole music thing, like worldwide, like knowing that like we come from, you know, a place with like Prince and Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis and Mint Condition, just all these different great, you know, legends came from. You feel me? It's an honor to be a part of that legacy. That's how I view it. Yeah.
You think we going in the right direction, man? Because like, you know what? Because I agree with that. I feel like it's a lot of artists, but I feel like we don't get behind one artist. Like to me, a lot of these dudes that's promoting the drill and all the bullshit, we need to get 5 popular rappers or 5 popular platforms, whatever, to get behind at least one.
Yeah.
Get behind you. You know what I mean? We can get behind people.
You want to know how I feel about that?
Yeah, that's how I feel, bro. I feel like that's fucking it up because people don't really want to get behind who can really make it. They want to just support their homie just because they're their homie. When they know deep down, you can see this person can be really bigger. And what happens is it always takes for that person to go somewhere else to get that love, and then they want to show the love. So yeah,
I hear that all the time. I was just gonna say like my mindset is like, you know, fuck them because I'm gonna make them, you know, like kind of ride this wave type shit, you know, cause with me, I just said something actually in a verse. I said if I drop an album and nobody listen, I can't complain. Gotta blame myself, cause I'm big on like accountability, and I know me as an artist, it's my job to like build my base and really get myself out there, right? So that starts with like really my passion and my dedication into it. That's why I've been tuned in and studying different types of things, you feel me?
Right.
Because I know where I want to be at to get to that next level. And at the same time, like, I know, you know, eventually, like, motherfuckers will, you know, ride that way. Because like you said, we just might have to go somewhere else and come back or, you know, whatever it takes. But I know at the end of the day, like, I'm really trying to, not even trying to do anything. I'm living out my, you know, purpose. Like, this is what I was born to do.
Right.
You know, so it hit different for me.
No, that's what I was going to ask you, man, because I was going to say, like, that was going to be my next joint. I was like, do you think you've reached your peak in Minnesota? Or is there more work you need to do here to be that you think you have to do?
I think it's much more work for me.
Much more work for you to do here?
I don't think I reached my peak in Minnesota.
Okay.
But, you know, I travel. You know, I already travel and get out and make moves because that, you know, I'm at that level. Like, I've been doing this for a minute now. Like, It's 2024, so I can officially say 8 years. You know, I dropped my first mixtape in 2016. It's a lot of like learning and development, you know, to do not only as an artist but just as an individual, like as a person in life.
Right.
You know, like that first, because that comes first.
Facts.
And I'm grateful to like go through what I went through in my life and my experiences to build what I have now, and that feeds me and gives me the, you know, freedom to, you know, explore my artistry and be an artist and be a creator. So yeah, you know, because it'd be fucked up when people be, you know, struggling rappers at, you know, 30 years old and shit like that. Like, that's horrible.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
I'm trying to be successful. You feel me? Like,
yeah, in life, man. And that's why I was going to ask you, too, because, like, to me, I told people, I was like, do you think social media should be classified as a drug?
Hell yeah.
It's funny you say that because I'm like, at what point, as a rapper, do you realize or do you think it might be too late? Maybe I should do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there like a point for you, like if you like still at a certain point in time where you be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm about to do something else.
You know, I would say you just listen to that intuition, follow that intuition, whatever. You know, that's how I operate. Like I move.
So if it told you like, yo, nigga, pack this shit up, it's time.
Yeah, if my gut told me that, I would most definitely stop rapping and I would follow my gut, whatever my gut is telling me to do.
Right.
You know, but my gut most definitely
ain't telling you that.
It ain't telling me to do that.
Yeah, that's real.
Not right now. Hell no.
You said not right now. Nah, man.
Yeah,
you
it's
still
so
got
much
some
fire
shit,
that I have yet to release.
Right.
You know, I feel like I'm like reborn again.
Reborn again?
Yeah.
So would you diss niggas again?
man.
Would you do that shit again? And don't send it out this time. Just drop that shit.
I just might. On me, like I'm the type. Like it depends.
Like, send it to me
Anything
first,
could activate me. You feel me? I could be triggered. I might hear something. I might get triggered. Like fuck this. I'm finna diss. You know? Like I don't know. Like that.
That's the hip hop shit I love,
that's what
man.
I think.
That's the hip hop shit I love.
It's on spot too, cause if people notice, like when people sent their diss tracks back, I responded like in the same day.
That's what I was saying. You responded back to a couple of them. That's why I'm like, I gotta, cause you was doing so much. I was still listening to the joint.
And people thought I was in the studio waiting. Like, no, I was really just living my life, doing shit, hitting stains. I was going to the grocery store. Oh, somebody, now when I get home, I'm you know, like it was really like that. Like I was squeezing.
That shit like it was Call of Duty or something. Like it was a video. Oh, well, I'm about to get on the game real quick.
Yeah,
still want to play. Let's play.
It was a fun time for real.
No, that shit was dope, man. Like I said, man, that shit was great. That was a great for me. That was like a milestone, like a milestone moment. As I said that shit right?
Yeah, it's most definitely a milestone moment.
Yeah, it's a milestone moment, man.
I'm
Just
proud
like
of that.
just like how I feel like that's one. I feel like Trap Right, like the cipher, the last cipher. I thought that cipher was dope. I like all the ciphers. I like them all. I'm only saying that one because I was at that one. I'm being biased, but no doubt. But you know, just certain shit in the city is just.
Oh, the
like
one
milestone.
I was in, the Trap Right one I was in.
I wasn't at that one. I was at the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You was in the first one.
I was in the
Was that
lane
the first
one,
one?
man. That was the lane one, man. We ain't do no numbers on that. Hey.
What you mean that was the lane one?
That was the lane one. Ain't nobody see that one, man.
Who was all in that one?
Man, it was me, Jules, Rashanti. Shout out to Rashanti.
Shout out to Rashanti.
Yeah.
He was just on here. Shout out to Rashanti.
Young Nook. A couple more spitters, man. A couple more spitters.
You think you was the best one on there?
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
You know, Rashanti though, he that guy though, for real. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm inspired by Rashanti type shit. Like when I was young, I saw him drop a video with Skinny. It was that that gold. Wait, hold on. I got some fist full of diamonds, some full of gold. I don't know, some shit they dropped. Him and Skinny. It was a while back. I was inspired to see that shit. You know, I was a youngin' coming up.
Nah, man, shout out to that, man. That shit's dope too. Cause I told Rashanti, I'm like, bro, you got like a different type of flow. Like, this nigga could be like talking to you, and then like he could just start rapping, and you won't realize he's been rapping to like the third bar. You'd be like, oh, hold on, nigga, that shit rhymed the whole entire time though. Hold on, man, let me listen to this. You know what I'm saying?
That's smooth.
Like for real, it's like a little hypnotize me flow with that nigga, man. For real, I like your style, man. Shout out to Rashanti.
Like that 3K type shit.
Man. That's what I told him when he was on. I'm like, you like a 3K type. I don't like because I tell niggas I don't like to compare niggas and niggas like 3K type shit, but for sure, man. But no, man. Do you? Cause like I always talk about battle rap. You know, normally I'm a battle rap nigga.
Yeah.
Would you ever battle rap, man? I'm trying to like see if niggas is willing to battle rap. I'll pay niggas. I just want to see if we can start a community of battle rappers, man. I know we have one already here, but I want to do my own different community of battle rappers with the rappers.
For sure. I fucks with that, and I knew this question was coming.
Yeah.
I would say from the battle rap that I see, man. Personally, for me, to be real, I don't have like the emotional like intelligence and maturity to like deal with that. I feel like
that's real.
You know,
you say something crazy about me, I'm about to stone cold stunner your ass.
It's just certain things.
He said that in a polite way.
It's just certain things that I can't allow like somebody to say or like
to touch you.
You know, like they be very physical, to spitting in the face. You know, like that's a very interesting sport. You know, it's the same reason why I won't do UFC or
I'm glad you called it a sport,
wrestle.
Shout out to you. I'm glad you called it a sport.
Yeah. You know, I love it though. I love it. You know, and that's a different art form too. I would say like I've been thrown in the fire before, like just experience. You know, like we be at a party or something, my homie be like, "Yo, I got 100 on my nigga Lou, best rapper in here." You know, and next thing I know,
you naturally used to that type of warfare. That's how I can tell. Yeah. Like you a real rapper.
Like it ain't nothing. Like if it's on the spot.
Yeah, because you heard what I said. I was like, "Yo, I'm only having motherfuckers with bars on this show. Like you gotta have bars." So if I'm giving you the runaround, if I don't reply back, I don't want to tell you ain't got bars because then you're gonna get mad at me. Then I'm a shit talker. Once I know you mad at me and you express you mad at me, that's what's gonna happen.
Shout out to our shit talkers.
Yeah, shout out to our shit talkers. We need more people like us because we ain't gonna lie to you. We're just gonna tell you the truth. If you get mad, be mad. That don't mean like in the black community we gotta change this whole narrative. Just because a motherfucker don't agree with you don't mean you gotta want to attack that nigga, bro.
Absolutely.
Because that shit is stupid. Like you gonna attack everybody that don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Attack everybody that don't agree with you. What the fuck are you under? Incredible Hulk, nigga?
I believe we should be able to disagree without disengaging.
Yeah, and it's impossible to do that almost. Like even today, the post I made when I was like talking about, yo, if you're gonna say you the best rapper, bar for bar, you shouldn't be mad about a little competition. And I don't know who homie was. He commented on it, and then he said something, and then I just said,
"We need collaboration over competition."
Yeah, and all I said was, yo. That's like when people bring a whole different narrative.
That's odd because within saying that, you're creating a competition between collaboration and competition.
Competition.
Like if you notice that, like competition is natural.
It's
Like,
natural, and this is hip hop.
Have to understand. Like,
And
it's
I said
natural.
a little, and I said a little. That's why like people hear things, they see certain words, and it's like they're just triggered by the words, and they just don't see what else. Their comprehension just goes out the window.
Yeah.
So then after that, I'm like, yo, I'm not finna. Clearly, you didn't hear what I said. I just said a little competition. If you're saying you're the best, bar.
And
For
I
bar.
collaborated with a lot of those artists on that list.
That's what I don't even understand
And
why
would
he
love
said
it,
it.
would love to collaborate with more, you know? Like-
And honestly, I'm gonna give content of why I said that. I'm gonna give them some more light too, because it was actually entertaining for me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I said what I said. Then when he replied back, I just like, your opinion's not for me to agree with, and he could have just left it at that. He replies back, yeah, just two different energies, and that's when you said why we can't agree disagree without dissing, because I feel like that's a little shot.
Yeah.
And like I could have replied back being a dickhead, but I just shout out to the GIFs on Facebook, because that's what I do.
GIFs.
I love the GIFs when you do that. Like, are you trying to be funny? I could just be funny with the GIF. I don't even have to use a word, and then we'll just do that. But yeah, that shit is just kind of crazy, bro. But no, going back off of that, I said that I made that post originally because I was watching the Waterwave TV posted a clip. SJ.
Yeah, SJ.
Yeah, SJ. I was watching her interview on motherfucking Waterwave, and he's asking her, and you know what's funny? Us doing this interview, she kind of reminded me of you right now, of how she's talking about. I'm what? I'm the best. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like she's staying on her bar for bar shit.
Yeah.
And she just said she was the best. The question was asked. Said she was the best. Said she gave her opinion. She said it against Carson Blue. Carson Blue like is upset about it. She making whole Instagram stories coming
Carson
at
Blue upset about it.
She's upset about it. Like she coming at her personally. Like she trying to do like actual personal attacks. And when I didn't watch the full interview, but we're going off a clip that was posted, right? She talking about bars.
She is talking about
She's
bars.
talking about bars. And if
Yeah.
you saying you the best and like we both in the same field, let's just be a little competitive. We rappers, we should have
I ain't
thick
gonna
skin.
hold you. Like when it come to bars, like SJ got Carson beat by a landslide.
That's not even close.
It's
Maybe
not,
that's why
like,
she. Maybe that's why
not
she.
a question.
Maybe that's why
I
she
ain't gonna
reacted
hold
like
you.
that.
And I love Carson. And Carson know I love her. And she might be mad at me for saying this, but I don't care. Like
It's about, but it's this
it's
the thing.
it's just my opinion. you
We
know?
should be able to say that, and it shouldn't be
it's
a
just my
problem.
opinion. It's just my
We
opinion.
fuck with all y'all. It's just
Yeah.
about the music. We are fans of. It's a spectator sport.
Yeah.
We are fans of music. Without y'all, we wouldn't be talking about
Carson
this right
could
now.
rap. She could. I remember when I heard her, like, cause at first, like, it was this thing where like I had to accept this genre of music,
Right.
Yeah. And then when I get to this level of acceptance, right, I get in tune. And then like I actually heard her spit one day. I think it was at a Trap Right. I think it was at the Trap Right Cypher.
Trap
they
Right
did like
Cypher
a ladies
shit.
version.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. And Carson spit, and she could really spit.
She could
She really
spit.
got bars.
But SJ,
like,
I ain't
SJ
gonna lie,
is
bro.
different, though.
I literally had to shot her,
Like-
even the way her videos is, she mad creative. You know, she remind me of like Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Like she remind me of Missy Elliott, and that's a fucking legend right there. I just said,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
shout out, she just
I
got
love
inducted
Missy
into the Hall of Fame last week.
Yeah, well deserved.
Shout out to her,
Yeah,
like
they
she
let
the
on
first
that. Well
female.
deserved.
She the first black female from hip hop to be accepted in that. That's
Which
mad,
is crazy.
Which is
Fucking
crazy,
ridiculous.
It's and when you think about
it's
it.
disrespectful.
The fact that they could disrespect so many, like Queen
Yeah,
Latifah,
yeah.
MC Light, all these people. Like, I mean, I want to know. I'm gonna have to look up the requirements of how they actually do it, because that don't make no sense. You're right, because I didn't even think about that. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we need that. I think we do need a little female friendly competition when it comes to bars. And I feel like if you can't take someone saying that they feel like they're the best in a competitive sport, then get the fuck out the sport. Don't even be in the sport, because that's the case. Why even be a rapper if you don't want people to compare you?
That's why I told you I won't do battle rap.
Yeah, that's real.
It's the same thing. Like you just asked me if I'd be in a specific sport. Told you no, that's a specific sport.
Specific
and
thing.
For these reasons.
Right.
No, I'm not signing up for that.
That makes sense.
We in this hip hop thing, it's all on the same spectrum, but
That's where it comes from.
You can't take where it's obviously we talking about hip hop.
Right.
You can't bring no personal stuff.
That's what I don't like about it. You
That's
can't
just-
bring the personal shit when it's about rap. That's to me is corny. That's why I'm like, see,
but I'm here to heal the world. I'm here
Yeah.
to spread that love and have these kind of conversations. And
that's what we do, bro. Like this is real authentic.
Spark brains that'll make a change.
Provoke thought, man. That's what we do, man. Like literally provoke thought, because that's just literally what it is, man. So like, what's kind of What's 2024 Louis looking like, man? Oh, he fumbled.
Oh, well, it's the opposite of that right there. That's for sure. That's for sure.
25 seconds.
That's crazy.
Hey, this might be a milestone moment because I'm going to show the score of the game. Wow.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But no, 2024, is I've been very focused on just, perfecting my craft and doing everything at another level, right? So when I pop out, when I'm performing, when I'm releasing music, everything's gonna, the sound, the quality, everything's just gonna be at another level because that's where, I plan to go with my journey. Like I'm on this path of ascension. You feel me? I'm leveling up. I'm growing. So people will be able to hear that through my sound and what I do. So, yeah.
No, that's dope, man, because you got to do that every year, man. That's literally, it's literally the goal. Just up the value every year, man. Make the production look better, work on something, make it
I know that's
something.
a very broad way of saying it, but like, just keep the product coming, curating live experiences, and living out my purpose as a creator. I think that's the goal every day, is to be productive, to do something. Like that's what it means to be a man, I believe.
I agree, because even before you were talking off camera, you were like, I've been busy, but, busy is good. You know what I mean? Like, but busy is productive. It's good. Like, a lot of people don't understand that, and I'm like, been in my comfort zone for like a little bit and I'm just getting back out of it and I'm just realizing I remember like, being uncomfortable was always the best feeling.
Yeah.
Like being uncomfortable, but you comfortable in the end, but it's like at first, but you got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what what that make me think of?
What's
I should start telling people this. I don't really flex this much, because I'm a very like, reserved person.
Yeah.
I just be chilling.
Yeah.
But this is a great accomplishment where it's like, as a rapper, I'm doing what I'm doing as an artist, and I'm trying to break through and get to this next level, right? So it could really pay off, and I could live off of it. But I can honestly say, like, I'm a published author too, and I've been.
You got a book, nigga?
Yeah, and I've been living off my book. You feel me? Off the work that my book generates.
Yo, you gotta have to give me send me the link.
Through the business that I'm in and I'm involved in, right, with my book, because it's a personal development tool, right? And it helps in the mental health wellness, industry, right? And I co-wrote it with my goddad and my business partner. Shout out to Ty Barnes. Yeah, we wrote it. It's the Deconstruction Zone. It's on Amazon. I'll send you a link.
Send me the link, bro. I want to support. I want to support,
send you a
bro.
link and I get you one too. I get you a personal one.
I want to support too.
Yeah, but we do very dope work. I in 2021, I partnered up with a nonprofit on the north side, The Link. The Link is actually the nonprofit where I was in this program when I committed a crime when I was 16 and shit. I ended up having house arrest and I had to do this program and be on probation for like 5 years type deal. And basically, the program was connected to The Link.
Right.
Years later, they hired me basically to come and work with the youth. And I created what's called the We Will Breathe Fellowship. So through the We Will Breathe Fellowship, right, we pay the youth to participate in the book club, reading our book, and in this book, it's like a self-reflection tool. It's one of those things where it's not teach people like what to think, really how to think for themselves and proposing different ideas and philosophies, right? And then giving you questions to self-reflect on and converse with, a community of folks type deal, So it's one of those, that's the vibe it got. Very healing vibe because we come together, we eat together, we heal together, we have fun together, go on different adventures, you feel me? Like, then took people to like the farm to ride horses and shit. We also like go to the escape room, because that's critical thinking.
Yeah.
You feel me? For the fun, just try to recreate that fun that I had when I was young, because I've experienced different programs and stuff like that when I was young that really like added to my like creativity and like my ability to critically think. So, that's one of those things, that's a real thing with like that book and that endeavor, of just serving the community has been much more fruitful to me than music has, so far. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of normally how it goes, man. People do the music because they love to do it. That's not normally the main reason for you to like get money. You know what I mean? Normally, You know, it starts off always with you loving to do it. You know what I'm saying? And eventually the money gonna come with it, But you always gonna have that one thing that you do that you really passionate about. And it seemed like giving back and you know, trying to help young brothers like yourself that was, you know, in probably positions that you was in that you just described. You was on house arrest or whatever.
And I try to help our brothers,
Yeah.
but our ladies outperform us in every space that I'm in.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. Every professional space that I'm in, to the ladies outperform the men.
It's not enough men, or you think like the men don't take it enough, like seriously enough?
Like we just don't take ourselves and our work seriously enough. You know,
I blame Instagram. Niggas trying to get their Instagram likes up. They need to be worried about the job.
it's ridiculous. You know,
That's why I think it's a drug, bro.
yeah.
Because what do you know what I mean? What would you say is the blame?
Man, we could point the blame at a lot of different things.
Like,
you
are
know.
one of the main key components of why we're not getting it done?
You know, well, it's like I could only become what I'm able to see, right? So I'm speaking from the perspective of a young man that grew up without a father. So I ain't even see like what a man is.
You gotta see more from the old. I see what you're saying.
You know, so
lead by
and
example.
then like I'm looking at like other leaders. I'm trying to find leaders. I look at my uncles and my cousins. They probably like drug dealers or pimps, you know, and that's not really healthy for me or the community. But that's where I grow up to, you know, probably wanting to be. And then I look at TV, and then they showing me, you know, you could be an athlete, you know, or you could make some music. Right, you know, or be this star, be this, you know, just be a TV star.
Television.
You know, they wasn't telling me that I could have been a doctor or I could have been a lawyer or, you know, I could have been an entrepreneur and, you know, started a business that'll transport, you know, the elderly to like work and doctors' appointments and places they need to go. Like I could start a medical transportation business. You know, they ain't tell me none of these things. All of these options, these unlimited possibilities in this world that we have to create, you know, because like all of it is an art. Like music is an art, writing a book is an art. All of it is an art, you know, like Pablo Picasso said, every child is born an artist. The only challenge is remaining an artist, right? You know, and that challenge comes in when we get distracted, like we said earlier, you know. So it's like, this is why I was trained and programmed to believe, you know. And who to blame for that? You know, I've heard the government. It could be the government for sure. You know, it could be, you know, these secret groups of people. You know, they say the Illuminati. They say this. You know, they say that. You know, it could be any of that. But what I do know, it's like when you know better, you do better. So like I know the bait, and like I know what's out there that's not like for my greater purpose, and it's up to me to like, you know, not get involved in that shit. You know, and that's how I view it.
No, that's real, man. That was a great response, man. You know, this nigga's really he articulates very well. You know what I'm saying? For real. He does speeches. Man. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of things, man. I seen him doing the speech with the Malcolm X joints on, nigga. I was like, God damn. Watch the crowd. Nobody better not get this nigga right now. But nah, man, that's just dope, man. You giving back to the community and like, you know, you helping the young brothers that's in positions like you, and you just explaining all that is how you explained it. Like you said, it's always good them hearing it for somebody that looks like them. So even the younger dudes that's watching this right now that may be 17, 18, 16, 15, you know what I mean? That shit might change their life, might give them a different perspective. And that's the whole point we try to do, provoke thought. Because you're going to do what you're going to do anyway. But at least I can give you a different thought process to maybe you might want to do something else. Because like you said, if you only know those things, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
It's like animals. Nigga, they see their mom and dad just kill what they going to do.
Yeah. It's our conditions. This is the conditions we've been raised in. You know,
Facts.
It's crazy because like, I've been blessed, you know, to be in a lot of different markets and serve multiple demographics, right? So like I done like went out to the suburbs and did workshops and shit like that with like white folks, like young white folks, old white folks, like all types of shit. I'm like real life shit. Got a group of old white people up here doing breathing exercises type shit. Like I was serious, you know. And one thing I know, I would say my experiences with those workshops are very different from, you know, when I'm serving my own community, you know, and when I'm serving my own community, it's much more rewarding. It's much more like,
endearment.
You know, it's more comfortable for me. It's more comfortable. Like serving those people was uncomfortable for me, but it helped me grow And I was able to like, just get a different perspective, being in different spaces. Yeah,
That's
but I've
what
always
it
been
is.
adaptable. I grew up like that. I could be around anybody.
You
Like,
gotta be adaptable. And I always
Yeah.
tell people, like, even in Minnesota, like, even some of these young dudes, I be hearing how, and I know a lot of these little dudes ain't really from here. Like, some of these people just be moving, but a lot of these little dudes really be from here. And it's like, why y'all talking like that? Since when was talking like stupid? Like, you can still be how you be, who you are, bro. Why you gotta talk like an idiot though? And it's like, cause y'all watching all these down south Florida, down south videos, and it's like, my nigga, they're conditioned to talk like that for a reason. That's like it's the way, it's like a cultural thing. It's like, why you want to it's so weird to me when I look at how some of these niggas in Minnesota talk, and it's like when you talk about adapting, it's like you live in Minnesota, you're around enough white people. Them niggas probably don't be, it's down the south is segregated. They're not around white people like how we are. So the fact that y'all niggas acting like that still is just closed-minded to me. Like, nigga, learn how to adapt, nigga. Use this shit as an advantage. We still black. It's still America. Use that shit as an advantage. What you just said, that's an advantage. It's easy. Like,
lethal
all right,
weapon for real.
You know how
I'm the
to
spook that's at by the
man.
door, literally.
I have like the perfect. Yeah, all right. Then I even know how. That's what got my wit. I've always been a roaster, but my wit is when you have to be around these white motherfuckers and they saying slick shit, and you got to be slick with their ass back, but you can't do it too much.
Right.
You make them niggas hate you. That's how I turned into an asshole overnight in the 8th grade. I worked a summer job with some white people. Oh, I came back to Central. It was crazy. It was like, well, this nigga's an asshole. Like, fuck up. Keep it going, nigga. Because condescending is the key of being an asshole.
Nah, for real.
But nah, man, kind of in closing and shit, man, we kind of talked about a lot, gave a lot of things going on. You kind of talked about what the year was going to be. What was your favorite Minnesota project this year? If you can't name the Minnesota project, what was your favorite project this year?
I can name my own, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I expect you to say that. Thank you. Okay. I expect you. Oh, that's what okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'll most definitely name my own. Which project? Out of Ghostwriter and out of Shine Without Sun?
You said
I'll give it a Shine Without Sun.
You said you did the Ghostwriter.
Yeah. I dropped the EP Ghostwriter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said you ghostwriting for niggas.
No. This year I dropped Heart of a Champion, then also Ghostwriter. A couple different projects.
Would you ghostwrite for somebody?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. I'd have been in the studio with people
like prominent rappers. Like in Minnesota.
What, prominent rappers in Minnesota?
Yeah, have you ghostwritten for?
Oh, no.
You haven't? Okay. How would you feel if somebody that said it was better you bar for bar had a ghostwriter?
I wouldn't.
Would you consider it, or would you not consider it?
I feel like I have an advantage in that, battle or whatever that.
Because you don't have a ghostwriter.
Because I don't have a ghostwriter. So like, okay, you got a ghostwriter, so that gives me an advantage, obviously.
No, facts.
Because like when me and you are thrown in this fire and you can't turn and look for your ghostwriter and it's just us, you looking at ghostwriter. Yeah. And that's why I dropped the album called Ghostwriter, because I'm that ghostwriter. Like, I'm that nigga that's getting on the motherfucker's motorcycle, lighting up in flames, and I'm going and I'm slaying these motherfuckers. These fake ass niggas. Like, another thing what you was just saying earlier though, was reminding me of like these rappers that are also portraying an image that they didn't come from. And that's one of the things that I really, really have.
Is there some rappers that do that here?
A lot of them, most of them, when you do your homework on them, you realize they come from the suburbs a lot of times. They come from the burbs.
If I name a person who I think, who fits that category, would you say yes if you agree?
If I know of them.
Jay Plaza?
Jay Plaza?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him try to be too gangster.
You haven't?
I would say.
Okay.
When I listen to his music, I don't get like.
Who's some people if you could name?
Shit. If I could name, I don't be knowing people names for real.
That's
real.
Like
I don't put a lot of energy to certain.
But you just see a lot of shit on the scene. I was getting because I know you follow a lot of the pages.
Yeah, it was around the time because I got tagged to some shit one day, and these rappers, I I think somebody's name was like Lil Time or some shit. They was on like the Blue Hill podcast, right?
Blue Hill podcast. Shout out to Blue Hill.
Yeah, shout out to Blue Hill. Shout out to Blue Hill. I still got to go on his podcast to clear that up. But yeah, they was just saying something about, my diss, right? Mm-hmm. And basically what was said was like, oh, our generation, we not inspired by you. Woo-dee woo. You an old nigga. Woo-dee and all of this.
You said you're old?
Yeah, And
you?
Yeah. Like who is you? Where you from? Woo-dee woo. And I'm
anybody
like,
old
these niggas gotta do their homework on OG Lou, cause I'm young, but I am an OG. Like,
but like I don't get why the fuck everybody call people old these days. I don't get it. Some nigga called me old the other day. I got offended by it. Like,
I got offended.
Who you talking to, young nigga?
I'm like, man, I'm in my mid-20s,
right?
Like, but then also just like the whole notion, like ain't nobody like inspired, and like me knowing like going to do my homework, listen to some music, listen to the sound, like, oh, this sound very tough, like, okay, sound like y'all from the trenches,
right?
And then you do your homework, and you see like, oh, motherfuckers not from the trenches, right? So it's like I can't even take these people serious, I can't take them serious. And then at the same time, like you say, like y'all not inspired by like me, but like people that's really from the trenches are, and if you say something bad about me, then the people that's really from the trenches that like really living that life that you portraying, they're gonna do something about it.
So it's almost like stop faking it before it's not safe to fake it.
Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
I would say my message as an artist, and as a person is just be yourself, be authentic, be real.
Be original, be you.
Nature,
man. That's it, man. Well, nah, man, this is a dope episode, man. For real, man. I feel like we got a lot in. This is under an hour too. It's about 51 minutes. We got a lot in. I feel like it was very insightful. I told you before, I try to really focus on sharpening my skills, and, locking in and being more direct. You made it easier because you were just as direct. So I'm gonna give you your flowers on camera.
Look, you created great space here. Shout out to you, my brother, my king. Say No More podcast. You create a very dope space, authentic. So like I just feed off your energy.
Man, that's real, man. We're gonna definitely gonna have you back here. You always got a home here. If you ever, hey Wayne, I needed to clear some shit up, hit me up. You got it. You know the vibes, man. But it's your boy Wayne, episode 93. It's my life, not yours. In closing, Louie, tell them where to find you at. Talk your shit. Boom.
Yeah. Make sure y'all go text the word Blaze to 33777. You can find me everywhere at LEWIEE Blaze. That's LEWIEE Blaze. Peace.
Boom. Yeah, that shit is classic.